Hey everyone, it's John Pinton with your Vancouver real estate update for the month of May. Fresh data was just released this week from Stats Canada, and it's very encouraging news if you're a home buyer waiting for interest rates to drop here in Canada. For the last 6 months, everyone's been waiting for this moment to happen, and all indication is that it's going to happen on June 5th. Tiff Macklem, the Bank of Canada governor, I think is going to see enough data now to show that inflation is cooling. It's the lowest point it's ever been since 2021. And we are seeing core inflation drop. So it just dropped a few days ago from 2.9 down to 2.7%. It's been consistently coming down the last 3 to 4 months, and it's probably going to come down lower. So all likelihood, all the economists are saying in Canada that there's over a 50% chance that the rate cut will occur in June. And what does this mean for home buyers? Well, a lot of home buyers, including my buyers, have been on the sidelines the last 6 weeks. A lot of pent-up demand. A lot of people thought it would be early April, so people have kind of put on the brakes and just waiting for this first rate cut. And home sellers came out with a vengeance. The biggest it's been in 3-4 years. Over 12,000 active listings for the month of April. 7,000 new listings in just 1 month, which is 65% higher than April of 2023. So we're seeing more of a return to a balanced market conditions versus what we saw a few months ago in February, where we saw very low inventory and we were seeing bidding wars. Bidding wars have gone away in most areas, except a couple places, which I already predicted a few months ago, and it's coming to fruition. I'll touch upon that shortly. But just to touch upon some of the stats that came out for the month of May from the Vancouver Real Estate Board, sales to active ratios are 17.6%. Anything over 20% is considered a seller's market. So detached homes at 17.6 are almost a seller's market. So prices have become very balanced. Prices haven't been going down, but people thought they would have been the last 2 years, which is incredible with these interest rates over 5%, where a couple of years ago they were around 2 to 3%. Townhomes really entrenched into a seller's market at 31%, and condos are at 26%. Overall, for the month of April, houses were up 1.6%, condos down 0.1%, and townhomes up 1.3% overall. Going into the housing market for detached homes, West Vancouver saw a 4.5% increase. This is massive, considering the fact that an average home is $3.3 million in West Vancouver. Port Moody also saw a 3.8% increase, and Tsawwassen and Maple Ridge tied for a 2.4% increase. And what I was predicting a couple months ago in February, March, I foresaw a massive shortage in townhomes in Squamish. And so just back in February, I helped a buyer find a townhome off market because there just wasn't anything for sale under $1 million. And so now this is coming to the forefront, and Squamish is leading the pack for townhome increases at 4.9%. The townhome that my clients bought for about $865,000 is now selling for $940,000 in the same complex. So if you own a townhome with three, 4-bed townhome built in the 90s or early 2000s, that was selling for around $850 back in January, February, it's now pushing $940, $950 without renovations. So if you do own a town in Squamish, the value is going up astronomically. And also Sunshine Coast tied Squamish at 4.9%, and Whistler just behind it at 4.3%. So it seems like every year around this time, I see a push of buyers from Vancouver head up to Squamish, Whistler, and purchase these properties. And it's nothing different this year. Even with these high interest rates, it feels like these prices are going up the same as they were last year. Condos are a little slower right now. Tsawwassen leads the pack at 2.2%, Ladner right behind at 1.5%, and Maple Ridge at 1.5%. So overall, the market has become more balanced, less bidding wars, but still there's strong demand for certain segments like Squamish and the Sunshine Coast and Whistler, and also other areas like North Vancouver, West Vancouver as well. And but majority of buyers are on the sidelines, but I do expect a large, massive influx of buyers coming into the market by middle of June once the word gets out that the interest rate cut is cut. I would be shocked if it doesn't happen on June 5th. And what will happen then? Well, the pendulum shift will occur in June. We will see a much more active summer than we've seen in probably the last 3 years. And this means, doesn't necessarily mean bidding wars, but it's going to mean healthy sale prices of what people are asking, and not much money off. Even right now, I'm seeing houses and townhomes selling close to the asking price. So I don't expect any deals coming into this summer, especially for properties under $1 million. Obviously, if you have a house listed for $1.6 to $2 million in Surrey, Langley, or North Vancouver, I'm sure maybe not everyone's going to want to buy your house if it's not suitable for everyone, and you might have to give off $30,000, $40,000. But majority of properties I do predict will be selling right around asking price, or maybe $40,000 to $60,000 above asking if it's a strong, or if it's a really suitable home for home buyers. But yeah, lots to choose from. Overall, the largest amount of listings I've seen come to market in the last 3 years, just this last April. Way less buyers are around. Sales are down overall, but listings are up. So it does show that people have been waiting to list their property, and I think they listed a little too soon. So right now is probably a very strong time to buy up until June 5th. Because after that, people are going to find out that the rates are going to be coming down. That's going to affect the fixed rate mortgage rates, and obviously the variable rate will come down 0.25% most likely, or if not, it'll be July 24th. But I would put up around 80-90% odds that the rate cut will occur on June 5th. So get ready, get your mortgage approval. If it's lapsed, go to your mortgage advisor, and then come June 5th, it's all hands on deck, because once people know the rate cut has occurred, the psychology of the Vancouver real estate market and Surrey real estate market and Langley is going to quickly switch, and everyone's going to be wanting to buy a property again. And doesn't mean massive multiple offers, but it's going to mean healthy demand, and people are going to sell their condo. They're going to move up to a townhome, and they're going to move from a townhome up to a house. So usually it starts with the housing market. But a lot of first-time home buyers that I've been working with, they are waiting for this first rate cut. So even condos are going to get affected in a positive way. So I'm actually seeing several buyers that are considering buying a 2-bed condo outside of downtown. They want to raise a family. So look at areas like North Vancouver. I think is going to be very strong this summer for 2-bed condos and 2-bed townhomes, around $800,000 to $1 million. I think that's going to be a prime price appreciation target. Also, Burnaby, 2-bed condos and 2-bed townhomes, even 3 beds. And then also Squamish, I think, is going to be very active, super active for 3-bed townhomes, around $900,000 to $1.1 million. So if you are in the market for Squamish, get ahead of the curve, get up there before this rate cut, or right around when the rate cut does happen, and make your offer. Because if you wait till June 20th, June 30th, we're going to see a massive return of buyers compared to if you make an offer on June 5th. My best advice to you would be to make an offer on June 1st, before the June 5th rate cut, and get in before everyone else, because by June 6th, 7th, everyone's going to start making an offer with the renewed sense of optimism in the real estate market. And I'm highly agreeable with the economists that are saying that there's a very strong chance the rate cut is coming, because inflation is coming down across the board, minus shelter costs. Rent has gone up, mortgage costs have gone up. So if you exclude the rents going up and the mortgage interest rates, our inflation is quite in check. And sure, oil prices have gone up quite a bit in the last month, but if you just look into it online, it's all due to seasonal blends, with butane having to be added to the winter blend, which makes it more affordable to make. And so we're always going to see a spike for gas prices from May to September. And then October, November, our gas prices will come down due to the fact that it costs a lot less to make, around 15-20% cheaper to create winter gas. So keep that in mind. Without these, without gas and without shelter costs, we are in line for inflation around 2 to 3%, which is the Bank of Canada target. Relatively quiet over the last month. Way more listings. Buyers have a lot to choose from, but get ready. June 5th is a time when people are going to be hands on deck again, and I'm possibly going to see multiple offers, even for 1-bed condos in downtown Vancouver, Kitsilano, asking $550, $600. We might start seeing $30 $25,000 to $40,000 over the asking price if this rate cut happens, because people are going to get very excited. There's going to be just a lot of demand, and not saying this is going to happen everywhere, but I'm going to say there's a stronger chance there'll be multiple offers in middle of June compared to the last 6 weeks. We did see a strong push in early to end of February with multiple offers because the inventory was so low. And even March was quite low too. But finally, for the first time in 3 years, we've seen inventory push up dramatically. So it might indicate that some sellers have not been able to afford these higher interest rates, but the people that haven't sold yet and they are holding on, they know the rate cuts are coming. It's going to go down to around 4 to 4.6% fixed rate over the coming year. And also the variable rate will be coming down as well. So if you have sold yet and you've held on, congratulations if you've been able to, because the prices are leveling off, and they will probably rebound 5 to 10% this summer going into early fall once these rate cuts come in. So not just variable rate will be coming down, fixed rate will be coming down as well. So exciting times if you're a first-time home buyer or a condo or a townhome owner that have been waiting for the optimal time to sell. It's almost there. Don't sell yet. Wait until mid-June when the buyers are aware of this rate cut happening. I do foresee a late spring season push coming here quite quickly around June 5th to June 25th before people get out of school. But I do expect a very, very healthy market in July, August once this rate cut happens. And if you want to know what your house is worth, what it can sell for by the middle to the end of June versus now, give me a call. And if you're looking to buy a property, or if it's your first time home buyer, I'm happy to guide you and help you find that property and get you a mortgage broker to get your mortgage approved. So mortgage brokers are aware that the rate cut is happening, so I do expect the rates to start falling even before June 5th, because there's people inside knowledge that know this is probably most likely going to be happening. So start analyzing over the next 2 weeks what the rates are. That you might see it dropping without even official word from the Bank of Canada right now. So John Pinton with your Vancouver real estate update. Like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks and have a great day.